We're back, Pastor Belinda.
Hey, boys and girls. Huh? Pastor Belinda?
Your eyes, they're so big. They're so beautiful.
Hey, Pastor Michael. This is Pastor Michael right there.
That's right.
Pastor Belinda.
I said, we're back, Pastor Belinda. I was talking to you.
Oh, okay.
We're back. I'm Pastor Michael.
That's different than I'm Pastor Belinda.
That's right. It is different, but it's a different week, Pastor Belinda.
It is. And Pastor Michael, do you know what I realized? I realized if I would have been wearing these all along, I wouldn't have had to put eye makeup on.
You
I
wouldn't
could just
have.
put my glasses on. And with all the situation going on and we've had to wear masks, all I would have to do, I wouldn't have to put makeup on at all.
You wouldn't?
Just do my hair, put these glasses on, put the mask on, and leave my house.
Pastor Belinda, you're absolutely right. Well, we are just goo-goo eyes to see you this week.
We are goo-goo eyes. I like that.
We changed it up just a little bit today. And I just want to verify something. Pastor Belinda and I, each week we're coming to you, and we have the same shirt on except for Father's Day.
We never.
We do.
Woo!
Do we wash
they
these?
Are
Do
right.
we wash these every week?
No way, Pastor Michael.
Uh-oh. Speaking of that, Pastor Belinda, we got to get in to find out what's for lunch. Go back over our memory verse and see what our verses is. So get your eyes ready to watch this next segment.
What's for lunch? Did you catch that?
No. Hot dog.
Yum. Listen carefully to the memory verse.
The Lord has told you what is good. He has told you what He wants from you, to do what is right to other people, love being kind to others, and live humbly obeying your God. Micah 6:8.
Guess the missing word. Versus battle! Yo-yo! Do you remember this song?
Stop. Fucking monkey with it. Open my eyes so I can see the wonderful things you have.
What's for lunch? Did you catch that?
Get me pancake.
Yum.
What's for lunch? Hot dog.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
Oh, hot dog. A whole hot dog came out of his mouth, Pastor Belinda.
I just always think of choking. Please don't try to shove a whole hot dog or
Yes,
anything.
do not
in your
attempt
mouth
these at home.
Because I don't want you to choke.
Do not attempt these at home. We don't need a chubby bunny or anything like that.
Heimlich maneuver.
And then a pancake. Now, I think what would really make it fun, that pancake looked dry when it came out. They should slather that with syrup to where it's just running all down there. That's right.
That'd be
all
awesome.
down their mouth. And then the memory verse, did you get this? And they've been throwing a little bit of a song, remember song in there. And then a yo-yo. How many of you, now that's an old school toy. You know, Pastor Belinda, a yo-yo is an old school toy.
I mean, because it's been replaced with video games, with switches.
But there are still some people, you can look up yo-yo tricks, and there are still people
Yo-yo
that
tricks.
do yo-yo tricks. I remember having a yo-yo, and you did around the world and rock and cradle, and there was different yo-yo tricks. You could flip it back and up.
Pastor Mike, I was never the greatest with my yo-yo.
I wasn't that good either. Most of the time I hit myself with it, or it would go down and never come back up, and I'm like, come on!
What's up for you?
What's
What's the
up?
matter for you?
So-
Or mine got all twisted up and knotted up.
Yeah, I got knots, and then it didn't yo-yo, did it? But anyway, hopefully you're doing good. If you don't have a yo-yo, that's okay. You got to watch them try and do it. We are getting ready to go back into our worship. We're bringing back the Micah song. The song that's been the one we've been singing throughout the whole series. It helps us how to do what's right, tell us how to do what's right, love being kind, and live humbly. And we are also had a fortnight.
Yes, we're going to do the Planet Shakers dance.
Fortnight, so they can get their floss on. I
All
can't.
that good stuff.
How
I like the flap.
how do you floss?
And I like Orange Julius.
Now I floss
Justice.
like this.
Orange Justice.
I like floss.
They're laughing at me
I
now.
floss like
That's
this.
okay.
Orange Julius, that's a
I know.
drink,
I think-
Pastor
you know,
Belinda.
actually-
That Orange Justice is that one where
I
you...
know.
I
I
can't
did
even
that.
do it.
I always say that a lot, and I know they've caught me here and laugh at me. But Orange Justice, not Julius.
Clear the living room, clear the kitchen, clear the bedroom, get your brothers and sisters, dogs and cats, moms and dads, aunts and uncles and grandmas in, because it's time to get your praise on.
We've got time to travel.
We're gonna do what's right.
We're gonna love everybody.
And we'll always be kind.
Jesus, I will do what you say. I will obey. Jesus, I will do what you say. I will obey. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. Micah 6:8.
Micah 6:8.
Micah 6:8.
Micah 6:8.
We've got time to travel.
We're gonna do what's right.
We're gonna love everybody.
And we'll always be kind.
Jesus, I will do what you say. I will obey. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. Micah 6:8.
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 Come on, put them together tonight. I'm alive, 'cause Jesus gave me life. He opened up my eyes, and I can see clearly now. Oh, everybody dance now. Oh,
is with all of your might. Pastor Belinda, that's right. So hopefully they had fun with those songs and were able to dance and to sing and get your praise on, because that's what they do when they're here at Power Kids. They're all over.
They are out of breath. I am out of breath. We're sometimes sweating a little bit. And then the worship part, the worship is one of my favorites.
That's right.
Some kids will fall asleep because we get on the carpet when we do worship. We lay on our face before the Lord.
But they couldn't do that with the dance. They were out too busy dancing, Pastor Belinda. But you're just bringing a memory back.
I'm reminiscing back in time because we're talking about Dr. Tock's traveling clock.
Oh, Dr. Tock. And I wonder where he's going to take us now. We left Joseph off. He had just gotten out of prison. He had interpreted Pharaoh's dream. He put him in second in command. And now what is he going to do?
Now?
7 years of feast, 7 years of famine. What is Joseph's plan? What has God told Joseph that we should do? So let's watch and see that segment.
I love food. Pizza, triple-decker oatmeal cream pies, mega buckets of cheese balls. It's all so good. When my pantry is stocked full of favorites, I'm living the dream. But when my friends come over, I go into high alert mode, stashing the goods behind the veggie chips on the bottom shelf. Because you can have friends, and you can have food, but your friends can't have your food. Joseph had the same opportunity to stash all the food he had been saving up for 7 years, but instead, he did something not many of us would do. He shared the food with people from all over Egypt who were in need during the famine. Even Joseph's brothers, the ones who had thrown him into a pit and sold him as a slave, showed up hungry, leaving Joseph with a decision to make. His brothers didn't recognize Joseph and bowed down to him as they asked him for food. The whole situation was causing Joseph to get all emotional. On one hand, he did not want to give them food and thought about how nice revenge would feel. But on the other hand, these were his brothers, his family, and they had needs that he could meet. Joseph decided to fill their bags with more food than they came to buy, and without them knowing, gave them their money back. As Joseph's brothers were heading home, they made a pit stop. That's when they noticed something shiny in one of the bags. As they opened it up, Joseph's brothers saw that the money they had given for the food had been returned. Immediately, they all began to panic and wondered if they had been set up. Was someone trying to make them look like thieves? They wondered if God was trying to get their attention. They asked, "What is this that God has done to us?" They didn't realize that God was actually trying to take care of them. I don't always think about how my actions toward other people might affect their lives and their view of God. But God wants me to live humbly, putting the needs of my friends and my family over my own, just like Joseph did. I don't know about you, but I'm going to need God's help with this one. I really love keeping these guys right here, but not anymore. Cheese balls, anyone?
I can relate to Dr. Tock. I love food.
Yes.
Pastor Belinda,
I know you
food.
love food. I love food too. We all love certain
That's
foods.
right.
Pastor Michael, what's your favorite food?
All of them.
I have to say I have a little bit of a weakness for pizza.
Pizza.
Good pizza. I could be quite a pizza snob.
Pizza snob. As a matter of fact, I know that Chicago Uno's deep dish spinacoli pizza is her favorite pizza. That's something I know because I know Pastor Belinda, my wife. But listen, 7 years of feast versus 7 years of famine. And we found out what Joseph did is he stored up all the food for 7 years. But he did the right thing. Mm-hmm. He loved being kind. He didn't store it up for all just himself. All the people during the 7 years of famine, all the people from around the area
That's a lot of carbs
came.
For one person. I'm just saying. Sorry.
All the people came and got food from Egypt.
They did.
And it's
was
because
a drive-through.
It's because of the wisdom that God had given Joseph.
Yes, that's exactly right.
They didn't drive unless it was their camel.
They camel through.
They cameled through. It was a camel inn.
Sorry.
Get back on the lesson, Pastor Belinda. And Joseph shared his food with others. And then all of a sudden, something crazy happened.
What?
He sees part of his family, his brothers, coming to get food from him.
His heart rate increased.
It did.
He might have started sweating a little bit more.
He recognized them, but the brothers didn't recognize that it was Joseph. It had been many,
Because
many
he
years.
probably had shaved his head.
He probably shaved his head like I did. People didn't recognize me. It's me, Pastor Michael. But they didn't recognize him. They were coming from a foreign land. They were coming to get food.
And it has been many years.
It had been many years.
One eternity later.
Since he was a little
he
kid.
was the younger one.
That's right.
Of the group.
So he changed a whole lot.
More than they did.
But they didn't recognize him, but he recognized them, and he was really torn.
Conflicted I am.
He was emotionally torn. And you know, that's something we go through all the time. When we're trying to do what's right, when we're loving, being kind, when we're living humbly, we can sometimes be torn between doing
Betwixt and between.
That's right. Between doing the right thing and the wrong thing. Between the little cartoon of the devil sitting on one shoulder and the angel sitting on the other saying, you can do this. No, don't do that. Yeah, you can do it. Nobody. No,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
My shoulder angel.
Don't listen to that guy. He's trying to lead you down the path of righteousness.
I'll come off it.
You come off it.
You. You.
Remember what they did to you?
That's right.
Why are you going to give them any food?
So
No.
he was torn between
Yeah.
revenge. Did he get back at his brothers who threw him in a pit, who berated him, who made fun of him, who teased him, who sold him, then told Dad? I'm sure that being far away, he had to wonder what was going on with his family, so he was probably really mad. But he was torn between that revenge and being humbly loving his family. And you know what? He did the right thing.
He did. I like Joseph. He does the right thing.
And he loved being kind, and he loaded them up. As a matter of fact, he didn't just load them up because they brought money to buy food. He put their money back in the sacks and sent them on their way.
That melts my heart a little
He
bit.
did. He loved them
He's
so much.
sweet.
So I have some questions before we
You do?
get in. I have some
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
So we talked about humble. We talked about what it means to not be revengeful, not to be prideful,
Vengeful.
not to be arrogant, not to be. It's the opposite of that pride. And when we choose, boys and girls, I got a question for you. When you choose to live humbly, how does it affect others in your life?
Oh, that's a good question, Pastor Michael.
You know, how does it affect others in your life? Like when you react humbly to your brothers and sisters who maybe weren't that nice to you, that maybe picked on you, that maybe told mom you when you did something.
I think there's a lot of chatter going on out there with siblings.
Yeah. You did that. See, I got to be that way.
Hey, I had an older brother that picked on me a lot. Yeah.
Is that why
I
you
love
came-
him now.
Is that why you came
Just
out?
like Joseph, I love him now.
Now.
But back then, woo! He made
But
me tough.
He made you
I'll say
tough.
that.
So that's a good thing to how does it affect others in your life? I think when we look back at that, Pastor Belinda, and Courtney was in here the other series ago, and she talked about her and her brother. And when we do the right thing and we live humbly, and it's not all about me, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, then it affects other people in your life because it endears you to them. And what endears mean is it draws you close. Even with
Makes
a husband,
them like you.
that's right.
more.
Even with a husband and wife, I have to watch how I act around my wife. She has to act how she acts. She has to watch how she acts
Yeah.
around me.
I have
And
to-
if we
whoops.
are not humble,
Watch
if we're
how
not
I act.
humble with each other, then that can drive a wedge between Pastor
Yeah.
Belinda and I.
Like if I'm pride. Well, let's go back to you and your siblings, and how that affects those around you. How if you had pride and you came in and you're, let's say you were playing Smash Brothers, and you had 4 people playing Smash Brothers, and it's all 4 siblings, and I'm the best. You win like all the time, or a high percentage of the time. If you were to go around to the other siblings, I'm the best, I can beat you, my character that I play all the time, I have the best moves,
That's good.
I defeat you, I knock you off those platforms the whole time. The reason I can say this is because we've been playing Smash Brothers and I'm the first one to die every time, or my character is.
The character,
But,
yeah, we know.
but if that sibling that was the best got prideful and started telling everybody how bad they were and how good that sibling was, how good I am, that would affect the whole atmosphere
right.
of the room, and the other siblings would be like, we don't even want
Why
to
don't we
play with you because
talk to the hand.
that just turns me off. It makes me feel bad, and it just puts strife in the house, and it just makes the whole atmosphere bad, Pastor Michael. But here's a good example.
Yes.
Our son plays Smash Brothers really good.
He's
and
good.
His characters, he can play any character and smash all of us. Knock all of us off the platforms. But he never, ever says how good he is. He's just like, well, work on this move
right.
and that, or try
Don't
another
just
character.
button mash,
'cause
Dad.
You'll get good, and if you work on it, you'll get a lot better. He never says how good he is.
That's right.
And that makes the rest of us kind of enjoy playing and not mind when his character beats us all the time. So I'm sure you have a lot of examples like that in your life and in your household. It just gives peace and joy in your house if everybody's humble.
That's right. And this reminds me of a couple stories. We've done this before.
I like stories.
I want to give a story because I want
Okay.
you to think of ways this week you can be humble to your siblings and to others that are around you. Last week, Olivia told everyone on her soccer team that she was the best player in the world. Did Olivia think she was better than everyone else on her team? Yeah, she kind of did. She thought she was better than everyone else on her team. If she could travel back in time, how could she humbly handle the situation? How could she do it?
that if she could redo it?
If
Go
she
back
could
in time.
redo it, she could get a redo, a do-over, a mulligan, what could she do? Maybe, and this is a very good lesson all the time, even if you're really good, you've got to work together as a team. We're better together, Pastor Belinda.
Yes,
there
we
are
are.
things that I am better at than Pastor Belinda's better at. There are things she's way better at than Pastor Michael is better at. But together, we're better together. So you and your family, you and your sports team, you and your gang, you and your posse, you and your group,
Posse.
you are better together. And you may have different skills. Joseph had a different skill, but he lived humbly. He wasn't braggadocious about it. He loved
Braggadocious. That's a big word, Pastor Mike.
braggadocious.
He didn't brag.
He didn't
Right.
brag. He didn't brag.
Pastor Michael, you're
He
just
loved
so
to do what's
intelligent.
right, and he loved being kind, and he lived humbly.
You and I.
So we got to do that. Pastor Belinda, you going to go over the memory verse one more time real quick? At the
I
very
can,
end? Let's
yeah.
go over it. I'm going to go get
Can
it.
you boys and girls remember where the memory verse is found? It's found in the Old Testament. Remember the book of the Bible? The Bible is separated into two different parts. It's the Old Testament and the New Testament. It's found in the Old Testament. It was written in Hebrew. And it's in the book of Micah. And it's in chapter 6, verse 8. Chapter 6, verse 8. And I'm just going to go ahead. Pastor Michael was so fast this time. I'm going to go ahead and start. Got glasses everywhere up here. Just pointing. I'm not going to say anything until I fill in the blank for you. So you, where you're at, just follow the pointer, say the word out loud yourself, and we're going to keep working on this. Did you remember that? The very second word. Lord. Stinky. Has he told you? Has the Lord has told you what is stinky? Did he tell you what's stinky? Like your brothers or sisters' socks? No! He's told you what's good. Let's do these two things. Ready? Lord, good. Lord, good. Lord, good. Lord, good. Lord, good. Lord, good. Good, good, good. Lord, Lord, Lord. Got it? Good. Okay. Once. Two, do what is right. Other people love being kind to others and live humbly, obeying. Micah 6:8. Now, let's see if we can follow the pointer and just do the blanks. Oh, this is taking it to a whole new level. Ready? Here we go. Did you get that? A little harder. Let's do these two again. Lord, good. Lord, good. Lord, good once. Lord, good once. Lord, good once. From you. To do what is right. Lord, good, once, right. Lord, good, once, right. Lord, good, once, right. Here we go. To other people, love being kind. Lord, good, once, right. Kind. Lord, good, once, right. Kind. Lord, good, once, right. Kind. To others and live humbly, obeying. Lord, good, once, right. Kind. Obeying. Lord, good, once, right. Kind. Obeying. The has told you what is
Good.
He has told you what he
One.
from you to do what is
Right.
to other people. Love being
Kind.
to others and live humbly.
Obeying.
Your God. Micah 6:8. Woo! Well, boys and girls, I think we've got it even more. And as we keep going, we're going to keep getting more. I bet some of you have actually written this down, and I bet you have memorized it already so that you're ready for these sessions, so you already have it all. You could probably say, Pastor Belinda, you could erase every single word, and I would get it. Well, next time,
That's
Pastor
right.
Michael,
They're that smart. It
let
just
me
might happen.
Next time, I'm going to erase
More words.
4 more words.
What? 4. You guys better get
more
it this week.
words.
I know we're kind of out of school. I know you don't have homework, but you might want to dig in so you can really get this. So, Pastor Belinda,
I'm excited.
So far throughout this series.
So far.
So far throughout this
So far.
series. So far.
So big.
We've learned to do what's right,
Yes, we have.
to love being kind, and to live humbly, just like Joseph did. So this week, I want you to look at how you can live humbly with those around you, and moms and dads. I'm Pastor Michael,
I'm Pastor Belinda.
and we will see you
Next time.